Nobody taught you how money actually works. Not your parents, not your school, not your college advisor. They handed you a diploma and a loan bill and said, good luck. And here's the thing, it's not their fault. They were following a system built for a different era, an era that no longer exists. But right now, in 2026, there are students, people your exact age, pulling in more money every single month than most adults make in a year. They didn't win the lottery, they didn't have rich parents, they just figured out something most people haven't. I'm about to show you exactly what that is. Real quick before we get into it, let me tell you what this video is not. This is not a quit school and get rich video. If that's what you're looking for, there are plenty of those, and they're mostly garbage. What this is a breakdown of 7 actual income paths that real people are building right now. People with no rich family, no special connections, no MBA, just the right knowledge applied at the right time. And timing, that's actually the thing I want you to pay closest attention to today. Because by the time we hit number 5 on this list, you're going to understand something about money and timing that most people figure out about 15 years too late. 7 side hustles, real numbers, honest ratings, 0 fluff. Let's go. Okay, side hustle number 1, and this one has a twist most people don't see coming. Right now, there's a war happening between the biggest social media companies on the planet. Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of them are bleeding money trying to steal each other's users. And every war has collateral damage, except this one. This one has collateral cash, because the one thing every single one of these platforms needs to survive, more than servers, more than engineers, more than billion-dollar ad campaigns, is content. Fresh, engaging, scroll-stopping content every single day. And the brutal reality is, they cannot produce it themselves. They need creators, so they pay them aggressively. Now here's the part that changes this from interesting to life-changing. You don't have to show your face at all, ever. There are people right now running multiple faceless channels across different niches: rapper news, gaming highlights, sports commentary, finance breakdowns, posting consistently, earning platform payouts, and literally nobody knows who they are. And here's the key insight. Short-form content is not a video skill, it's a psychology skill. The only question that actually matters in this business is, why did someone stop scrolling? That's it. That's the whole game. Start watching short content like a student, not like a fan. Every time a video stops you mid-scroll, write down exactly what made you stop. The first word, the sound, the visual, the question it asked. Do that for 2 weeks, and you will have built yourself a personal playbook of hooks that actually work. No course needed, no expensive software, just a phone, an internet connection, and the ability to pay attention differently than everyone else. But here's where it gets crazy, and this is the move 90% of people miss.
The creators making the most money on these platforms aren't posting the most. They're posting the smartest. One video with a genuine psychological hook outperforms 50 videos that were just content, because the algorithm doesn't reward volume, it rewards watch time, and watch time comes from psychology, not production value. The window is open right now, but every month that passes, more people figure this out and competition increases. The time to learn this is before everyone else does, not after. Time to learn, 4 out of 5. Money to start, 1 out of 5. Phone and Wi-Fi, that's it. Getting to $1,000 a month, 2 out of 5. Platforms are paying, you just have to show up smart. All right, number 2, and I already know what half of you are thinking. This isn't a side hustle, this is for people who already have money. Let me hit you with one number, and then you tell me what you think. Every dollar you invest at 18 does the work of roughly $7 invested at 35. That's not a motivational quote, that's compound interest math. It's ruthless, it's patient, and it does not care whether you believed in it or not. It just works if you use it. Now, quick and important, I'm not a financial advisor. Markets go up and they go down. Do your own research, always. But here's a strategy that doesn't require you to be a genius or glued to charts. Dollar cost averaging into index funds. Pick an amount you can afford, $25, $50, $100 a month. Set it to invest automatically. every month, no matter what the market is doing. Don't try to time it. Don't panic when it dips. Just let it run. The S&P 500, basically the 500 biggest American companies packaged into one investment, has averaged somewhere around 10 to 11% annually over the long run. Not every year is good. Some years are rough, but the long game average is remarkably consistent. Here's the real talk though. Investing alone is a slow game. It's the background engine, the thing quietly compounding while you're living your life. It will not make you rich by next year. But here's what it will do. It means that every dollar you earn from your side hustle, if even half of it gets invested, it doesn't just sit there. It works, it breeds, it multiplies. The most financially dangerous thing you can do is make money and let it sleep. Investing wakes it up. And the best part, once it's set up and automated, you literally forget about it until one day you check your app and the number genuinely shocks you. Time to learn? 1 out of 5. Money to start? 1 out of 5. Some apps let you start with $1. Reaching $1,000 a month passively? 3 out of 5. Takes time to build, but once it's built, it runs without you. Let me ask you something. You know those big creators, the ones with 500,000, 1 million, 2 million followers, the ones with Discord servers and membership communities and private groups? Have you ever actually been inside one of those communities? Most of them are a mess.
Dead channels, unanswered questions, spam that never gets cleaned up, members posting into a void with zero engagement, events that nobody knows about, announcements that get buried, and the creator, the person whose name is on the whole thing, has no idea because they're busy creating, posting, filming, editing. They don't have time to manage the community they built. That's your opening. Community management is one of the most under-the-radar income opportunities available right now because the demand is real, the clients have money, and almost nobody is positioning themselves as the solution. We're not just talking Discord servers either. Brands, coaches, course creators, SaaS companies, e-commerce businesses, every single one of them is trying to build community right now because they figured out that community equals retention equals revenue. They need someone to set it up, run it, grow it, keep it alive. And here's the thing most people don't realize about this gig. You're not just a moderator. You become the heartbeat of their brand community. And when you're the heartbeat, you're indispensable. And indispensable people, they don't get fired, they get rate increases. The entry move is simple but powerful. Find a creator or small business with an active audience and a struggling community. Offer to fix one specific problem for free. One, not everything, one thing. Fix it, show the result. That one result becomes your case study, and that case study is your entire sales pitch for the next client. 4 clients at $250 a month, that's $1,000. And honestly, once you're good, $250 is the floor, not the ceiling. Time to learn? 2.5 out of 5. Money needed? 1 out of 5. Just your laptop. Hitting $1,000 a month? 2 out of 5. 4 clients, 1 skill. Entirely learnable in a weekend. This is the one that surprises people the most, and it has the lowest barrier to entry of everything on this list. Because the biggest myth about coaching is that you need to be the world's #1 expert. You don't. You just need to be 3 steps ahead of the person you're helping. And if you're watching this video, I bet everything that there are people in your life who are 3 steps behind you in something. Fitness, productivity, social confidence, learning a language, starting a business, managing anxiety, getting into a better college, playing an instrument, building a skincare routine, editing video. I'm not joking. Every single one of those is a coaching niche with real paying clients who have real money and a real problem they desperately want solved. Now here's the one thing that separates a coach making $500 a month from one making $10,000 a month. Personalization. Think about it. The internet has more free information on every topic imaginable than any human could consume in 10 lifetimes. So why would someone pay you? Because free information doesn't know their name. It doesn't know their specific situation. It doesn't check in on Wednesday to ask how the workout went or why they skipped. It doesn't adjust the plan when life gets messy. You do.
That human connection, that specific, personalized attention is the most valuable thing in the coaching industry, and it's something no algorithm, no YouTube tutorial, no free PDF can replicate.
Here's what I want you to sit with for a second. There is someone in your city, probably multiple people, who would genuinely pay you right now to help them with something you already know. They're not waiting for you to get a certification. They're waiting for someone to offer. Be that person. Time to learn? 2 out of 5. If you have the skill, the packaging is learnable fast. Money to start? 1 out of 5. Difficulty to hit $1,000 a month? 1 out of 5. This is genuinely one of the fastest paths to your first $1,000 online, if you lean in. Okay, stop what you're doing for a second. I mean that literally. If you're half watching this while doing something else, I need you here for this one, because this might be the most time-sensitive opportunity on this entire list. We are living through a technological shift that happens maybe once in a century. The internet changed everything, smartphones changed everything, and right now, AI is changing everything again. But here's what makes this different from every other big technology moment in history. The tools are accessible to literally anyone right now for free or close to it. Image generation, video creation, voice cloning, animation, ad creative, presentation design, content scripting, all of it. Tools that used to require teams of specialists can now be operated by one person with a laptop and a few hours of learning. But here's where it gets crazy, and most people building in this space haven't figured this out yet. The AI is not the product. You are the product. The businesses paying for AI creative services aren't paying for the tool. They can access the tool themselves. What they're paying for is your taste, your judgment, your ability to look at their brand, understand their audience, and translate that into something that actually works. AI gives you the leverage of a team, but it's your creative sensibility that makes the output worth paying for. And right now, right at this exact moment in 2026, we are sitting at the early majority stage of AI adoption, which means most businesses know they need this. Almost none of them have figured out how to use it, and the people who position themselves as the solution right now are building client bases, reputations, and rates that will be nearly impossible to compete with in 2 years. This is what a genuinely open window looks like. Would you rather be the person who recognized it or the person who watches someone else talk about how they got in early? Time to learn? 3 out of 5. Real practice needed, but the tools are accessible. Money to start? 1 out of 5. Difficulty to hit $1,000 a month? 2 out of 5. One good client relationship can get you there fast. All right, side hustle number 6. And I want to start with something that nobody in the reselling world actually talks about openly. Most people think reselling is a hustle. Buy low, sell high, repeat. And for most people doing it, that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly why most of them hit a ceiling. The people making real money, I'm talking life-changing, consistent, scalable income. They figured out that reselling is not a hustle.
It's an arbitrage business. And arbitrage is built on information asymmetry. Here's what that means in plain English. You make money in reselling not by working harder than everyone else, but by knowing things other people don't. Knowing that a specific Hermes bag actually appreciates in value while it sits in your closet. Knowing which vintage items are about to spike because of a cultural moment. Knowing that a luxury piece listed for $800 in one market sells for $2,200 in another. That knowledge gap is the actual product, and it is genuinely learnable. The luxury resale market is a multi-billion-dollar industry right now, and it's growing every single year, driven by younger buyers who want the experience of luxury without paying retail, and by a broader cultural shift towards sustainability over fast fashion. And here's the move most beginners miss entirely. You don't need $5,000 to start. You start by building knowledge. Spend 30 days studying one category, one brand. Learn what the market pays, what fakes look like, what drives value. You become the expert first, then you spend the money. Because in this business, one bad call, one fake item you didn't catch can destroy a reputation you spent months building. Knowledge isn't just profitable, it's protective. And once you have that knowledge, your social media reach becomes your storefront. One video of you authenticating a bag, explaining the market, showing the arbitrage, and you're not just a reseller, you're an authority. And authorities attract buyers, not just browsers. Time to learn? 4 out of 5. The expertise takes real study. Money to start? 3 out of 5. You need some capital, but start small and scale up. Difficulty to hit $1,000 a month? 2 out of 5. Once you can show results, clients find you. Okay, 7 side hustles. Real numbers, honest breakdowns. But before you close this video, I want to leave you with the one thought that I genuinely wish someone had said to me earlier. All 7 of these are levers.
Not ladders. Levers. Because a ladder has one path and you climb it one rung at a time, waiting for someone above you to decide when you get to the next level. A lever? A lever multiplies force. You put in effort and you get back more than you put in. You put in knowledge and it keeps paying you after you stop. You put in skill and it earns you money while you sleep. The difference between people who build real financial freedom and people who spend their whole lives wishing they had, it's not talent, it's not timing, it's not luck. It's the decision to start before they felt ready. Every single person making serious income from these side hustles had a day, one specific day, when they were nervous, unsure, maybe a little embarrassed to tell people what they were trying, and they did it anyway. That day is available to you, right now, today. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, before you swipe to the next video, before you put your phone down, pick one, just one of these 7, and write it in the comments below. Not, I'll think about it, the one. The one that made something click when you heard it. The one that made you think, actually, I could do that. Write it below. Because the moment you say it out loud, even in a YouTube comment, it becomes slightly more real. And real is how things actually start. If this video gave you something useful, even one idea, one reframe, one thing you're going to go research tonight, hit subscribe. I put out content like this every single week. Real strategies, real psychology, real income thinking for people who are done waiting for someone else to build their financial future for them. Hit the bell too. YouTube's algorithm is a whole thing, and the bell is literally the only guaranteed way to see the next video when it drops.